Hi all, a warm welcome to all of you on the new series in TWD, which is the Bootstrap series. So, based on a lot of demand from so many people, we have started this series, and in this series, you all will loved a lot because here, 1 minute, let me start the camera screen sharing. Okay, and 1 second. So here, uh, as I've told you, Bootstrap, it's again I can say a skill which is not a much demanded, but yes, it is in demand because so many people use Bootstrap, and we will go from the Bootstrap Basics to Bootstrap Grid, Bootstrap Classes, and Bootstrap Components here. And I hope you all will like it. So we'll start in some couple of seconds. If some more people will join, then we will start with the Bootstrap series. So I hope you all the I hope my screen you will be able to see the screen sharing properly and my audio and videos properly to all of you. So can someone please confirm that is it audible? So let me have my screen set up so that okay. So okay, man. Thanks, Swapnil. Audible. Oh, thanks, yeah, thanks a lot. Okay. So for any of the website or I can say for any of the language, the best source or the accurate source or the complete source to learn that particular thing is the official web page from where you will get each and everything in detail. So we also will be following that particular thing. So this is the official web page of Bootstrap, and here we have clicked on docs, and here we have the entire set of things what we will be covering. So you can have here the layout, you can have we have forms, we have components, and in the components we will see so many things. So utilities and layout will come under this. Layout will come under grid system. No, utilities and content will come under classes. Layout is entirely a grid system, and this is all about the introduction part. Okay, attendance will be okay. Yes, so attendance there will be attendance form, and we will be doing this for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That is today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and after tomorrow. So we will do this for 4 days, 1 hour, maximum 1 hour or 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That depends on the content what we have decided. And every day there will be a separate attendance form. So you all need to fill the attendance form for the participation certificate. Okay, the participation certificate will be sent on Sunday on your mail IDs what you will be entering here. So those who fill all the 4 days attendance form will have the chance to get the participation certificate. Okay, so we will be covering things step by step and in a very layman language. Not, we are not in a hurry. In case if it is required, we will extend this session to next week also. So there is no problem. But try to understand the things, try to link the things. Don't try to mug up the things, because you cannot mug up each and everything. Here we will only be learning things, understanding things, and in future you all need to take reference from somewhere. So for the reference kind of thing, we will have this Bootstrap official document page. It's not opening in YouTube. I will attend in LinkedIn. Guys, I guess everyone is on YouTube only. Okay, so now what is a Bootstrap? Bootstrap is a front-end framework, and it contains some part of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So Bootstrap is a front-end framework. Okay, what is a Bootstrap? Bootstrap is a front-end framework, and it contains some part. It contains some part of. I am not telling it contains entire HTML, entire CSS, and entire JavaScript. That is totally wrong. It contains some part of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, and it is being prepared. Why? Okay, this is very important thing. That why? What is the need of Bootstrap? When we have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, what is the need of Bootstrap? The basic idea behind the preparation of Bootstrap is to make the life of developers easy. Why to make the life of developers easy? Because there are so many things which has been included in the classes which are there in the library of Bootstrap. So we will go and we will learn and we will see each and everything later on. But try to check this thing later on. Okay, so Bootstrap is a front-end framework, and it contains some HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the need of the Bootstrap is to make the life of developers easy. Now, there are so many front-end frameworks. I This is not the only front-end framework. There are so many front-end frameworks. In fact, VS Code is also front-end framework. But the most popular framework is the Bootstrap. And you can find Bootstrap used in, I can say, in most of the websites. So Bootstrap, you can find it is being used in most of the websites. And Bootstrap is again a front-end framework, but in spite of Bootstrap, there are so many front-end frameworks, but the most popular framework is the Bootstrap. Now, why Bootstrap is used? Why it is a need of Bootstrap? Bootstrap helps to make the websites responsive. That is the main purpose of Bootstrap. Without the less use of CSS, you can make your website responsive. What happens in a normal routine is we write 10 lines of HTML, but for that 10 lines of HTML, we have to write 200 lines of CSS. So what is happening in Bootstrap? We have to write only 10 to 20 lines of HTML, and I can say only 8 to 10 lines of CSS. 8 to 10 line of CSS is nothing, or we can assume that we can say that there is no CSS. So only writing the HTML code, we can make our page responsive. The main need of Bootstrap is to make page responsive, because earlier, if I can say, um, there were only desktop, then laptops have reached after. Okay, earlier there were only laptops, then desktops, or there were only desktop and laptop. Then in between the desktop and laptop, iPad have came, and in between the desktop, iPad, and laptop, mobile handsets have came. Now, desktop, iPad, laptop, mobile handset, and smartwatches have also arrived. So, Bootstrap will help to make the page responsive for all the set of devices being available in this case. Fine. Now, let us have some basic understanding of the Bootstrap original name, or let us have a basic introduction of Bootstrap. So, Bootstrap original name is Twitter Blueprint. Okay, the name of the Bootstrap, the originally Bootstrap is called as the Twitter Blueprint, and were developed by Twitter engineers only. So Twitter developed the Bootstrap, and Twitter internally engineers were developed the Bootstrap, but later on it becomes a open source. Why it is become open source? Because it is a very good project, and nowadays Twitter doesn't use at all. Okay, so Bootstrap original name is Twitter Blueprint. Bootstrap original name is Twitter Blueprint, and it is being developed by the engineers of Bootstrap only, of Twitter only. The name of the engineers are Mark Otto and Jacob Thornton. These are the engineers who worked in Twitter only, and they developed the Bootstrap. So here, uh, so what are the things in a Bootstrap, and what all we get in Bootstrap? So for this, one second. Okay. So Bootstrap is a combination of three things. Okay. That I've told you earlier. Bootstrap is a combination of grid system, classes, and components. Components again have internally so many things, but the most common component is a button. Okay. So here, if you see, Bootstrap is a combination of three things. The grid system. The use of grid system is to make the page responsive. Classes and components. So now, if you see here, we have the introduction part. Okay. After that, we have layout. Layout is nothing but the grid system. This content forms comes under classes, and components, you see separately. Now, what is grid system? Grid system is used to make website responsive, and what Bootstrap make the site responsive is entirely managed by grid system internally. So if you see the responsiveness of any website using the Bootstrap, it is being managed by grid system internally. So if you have learned, or if you have an idea of Bootstrap, and oh sorry, if you have an idea of CSS Grid, the main idea of Grid is to make the website responsive. So that is why grid system is being used. The use of Flexbox and Grid is used to make the website responsive. Now, if you see, if you understand Bootstrap Grid system, okay, you can make any web page responsive. So the main logic is the use of Bootstrap. The evolution of Bootstrap is why, because to make the page is to make the page responsive in the all size of devices being into practice these days: the desktop, the laptop, the iPads, the tablets, mobile, smart watches, smart TVs. Smart TVs are called as the ultra wide or ultra large, extra large TVs. So these TVs are now, this is Android TVs. So it again uses the grid system. Okay. So now the Bootstrap uses the grid system to make the page responsive. Now, what are classes? The classes are used to style any element in HTML. What are classes? Classes, the use of classes. 1 minute, 1 minute. I have something to show you. 1 minute for the grid system. Okay. One second. A small presentation of something I've created. Okay, it is here only. Okay. Okay, so if you see, grid system are used to make the web page responsive. So if you see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 columns here. Okay, so grid system divides whole of the page into 12 columns, and these columns, if you see here, these are one column number 1, 2, 3 till column number 12. And here, if you combine these two, they become 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, and 6 column and 6 columns. So now after that, if you see the classes, what are classes? So classes are used to style any any element in the HTML. So Bootstrap uses the most frequently used classes. So if you see this image tag, okay, so what we do in the image tag, so we have this image tag, and here in this we use any class, and then in the CSS we will style this class what we have given in what we have given in the HTML. So if let us say I used this img dash fluid class in every image tag. Okay, so let us, if suppose if I use this img dash fluid class in every image tag every time, so this particular class has now become a part of the library. So every time I only need to write the name of the class, and by default the set of styles will apply to the image. So that is how these classes work in Bootstrap. So here, if you see, the Bootstrap use the most commonly, or I can say the most frequently is a good word, the most frequently used classes, and make a library kind of thing, and we need to use just that class name. This is the class name, we need to use just that class name to make the web page responsive. So if you see that we use the class as container, we normally use the class as top, the bottom, the left or right, and so by default these common set of classes, the Bootstrap created a library kind of thing, and if we use that particular class, by default the set of styles what we have given to that particular class will get applied to the HTML element to make the web page responsive. So that is how the need of classes are there. No. Okay. So now after the classes, so and one more thing. So if you see here, we have a sample class which is a img dash fluid. So this is a sample class, but there are so many classes. There are so many classes in Bootstrap library. Okay, so that in development we can save time. If you have remember, when we write the HTML, we used to write n number of classes, starting from container, starting from left, right. We have sections, we have articles, we have divs. In the divs we again have HTML elements, we have forms, we have UL. So everything we on and on every HTML tag, or I can say every HTML element, we will be giving a classes. And in spite of that classes also, we use sometimes span also, span, strong, like that. So in order to save the time of developers, Bootstrap have come overcome a problem of the time saving with the help of this set of class. So similar to img dash fluid, we have so many classes in Bootstrap, which I can say become which I can say it become a lifesaver of developers time. Now after this, we have something called as a components. So here also we can refer the components. In the components, let us say buttons. So here if you see we have in the components part, the most commonly used component is the button. Okay, So Bootstrap have created some components also of HTML, CSS for, or I can say, for example, the button is the most commonly used Bootstrap. Now, so they have created some kind of buttons with colors and simple. We need to copy the HTML. So if you see here, just copy this, just copy this. Okay, so now what we will do, let us open the VS Code and write something. For this, 1 minute. Simply drag and drop. And here in this Bootstrap, let's create index.html. So this is the HTML file what we have created. And here, let us write. Now, we have a, what we do. So, so let us have h1 welcome to Bootstrap. Welcome to BS. BS stands for Bootstrap. So this is here, and let us do one thing. Here we have the index.html, and here we have our file. Welcome to BS. BS stands for Bootstrap. Now what we will do here, let us have this button what we have. See what I did. I have a simple h1 here, and this button tag I have just copied it and pasted it here. So by default a button has created. Okay. Now if you see here, but before doing this, okay, we need to import or include Bootstrap. So we will see that thing also later on. So before this, let us go back to our learnings. Okay. So here, if you see, we have the by default set of code, by default set of HTML code for these buttons, including, if you read this thing here, button type, button class, btn, button primary. So this for this particular number one button, we have the class as btn primary, and the name, the content is primary, and the button tag will close here. So if you copy it and paste it, you will get the primary button. So let's say, let us copy this secondary button, and simply you need to paste it on your, oh, by default all as copied. So let us see the output. 1 minute. But here what is happening here, I have clicked it, I have pasted it, I have saved it, but it is not coming. Why it is not coming? Because I hope you all know what is live server and what is the advantage of live server. So for this particular thing, live server, you all need to go to here and install the live server kind of thing, live server by Ritvik Day. So please install it. because every time it is not possible for you to save it and refresh your page. So if you install it, because I have already installed it, it is showing me disable option. So if you have installed the first time, it will not show you this option. You need to install it, and it is a very small file. It will take, I can say, only some seconds to install it. So please do install it and open this live server. I hope you all know what is a live server. It will automatically make the changes available on your web page. So let me open this with the help of live server now. So this is a code. Open this with live server and you can see all of the buttons are here. So you can see all of the primary, secondary, what is the name, primary, secondary, success, danger, warning. So if you have noticed one thing here, every button have a different kind of color also with respect to their name. They have their colors also. So if you see, primary have a blue kind of color, secondary have a different color, success have a green kind of color, danger have a red kind of color. Okay, simply what we did, we have a button, type button, class btn dash warning. Warning kind of a orange color, orange yellow color, and the content in the warning and a button tag closed. So if you have noticed here, we didn't have to play give with a font type and color, font color, background, nothing. Simple a class and a your ready-made button is ready. So that is the advantage of Bootstrap, that you only have to mention the class name. Rest all thing will be managed by Bootstrap. But how this thing will be managed, so we will see that thing also. But see the beauty of Bootstrap, that simple a class name. What is the class name? btn space btn dash primary. So your button will get created. So here if you see here, we have four buttons. These are the button tags. Simple input class btn primary, type btn. Here these are the basic things, nothing new here, but only we need to have a class. Okay, so if you see the outline buttons here, these are the outline buttons. So if you see here, we have the class where outline is added here, because we want the buttons with outline pattern. Here in the earlier buttons we have the colored buttons. So you can have the now you can see the sizes. So the large button, you need to have the btn primary button dash lg. Lg stands for large. So we have the this kind of button. So simply just understand the thing, copy it and paste it. Simple. You will get your time saved a lot, and you will get your page responsive also. So that is the beauty of Bootstrap. Now, no. Okay. Okay. So after this thing, let me. Okay. So after this components, there are, if you see here, okay, so let us have a look on in this component also. So we have a component. So we have so many things inside component. So the button is the most commonly used component, and after that button we have the alert, which is the most second commonly. So we, if you see here, a simple primary alert. Okay, check input, check in out. So you can see this kind of thing also. Now after this, in this, after this, so there are so many kind of components also. The pagination, accordion, carousel, navs and tabs, and scroll spy, form. And after that, if you see, so after that, now let me close this thing. So as I've told you, the Bootstrap official webpage is the most, or I can say is the best place to learn Bootstrap. Okay. Now, so even if you have learned complete Bootstrap, okay, I promise you that you cannot remember the entire things. So, and also there is a need, and also I can say there is no need to buy heart all the things, no need to mug up all the things, because something, sometime will be there you will miss from your mind, and you need to take reference in coming days. Okay, so first thing is try to understand what is Bootstrap, and then when you started working on it, you will do copy paste, and that is called as taking the reference of something. Reference means if I need to create a button, okay, this primary button, or let us say this danger button. So what I do, I open the Bootstrap, go to the docs, search for buttons, and each button I just copy this warning button, paste it, include the Bootstrap, and it will run. Now, 1 minute. Okay, so now what we will do here. Okay. One more thing very important. So people are asking for notes, any PDFs. So for all those people who are asking for notes, for PDF, for reading notes, for crash notes, so for you all, my dear friends, refer the official web page of Bootstrap, and here in the docs you will get each and everything for free. So it is the best place for getting, for have the notes kind of thing, the PDF kind of thing, what you're looking for. Always remember, the best documentation which came for any of the language is there in their official page only. Now let us see the flow of Bootstrap. Okay, what will be the flow, what we will be taking you through the entire way. Okay, so what we will do here, 1 second. Why color is not coming? Other color is not coming, my dear friend, because we have not included the Bootstrap. I just told you simply copy and paste. Okay, I have tell this thing also that color is not coming because we have not included the Bootstrap here. Please, please hear the complete thing. Okay, sir, please tell why color is not of the button. अरे भाई बोला ना कलर इसलिए नहीं आ रहा है क्योंकि Bootstrap इंक्लूड नहीं किया है. Yes, Lakshmi Gupta, you are correct because Bootstrap link are not included. Great, great. Thanks, Lakshmi. Thanks for replying. Okay, that I have told earlier also that Bootstrap, I have not included Bootstrap. Okay, I have just told, I just want to tell you that how to do copy paste for the buttons what you are looking for. Now, okay, so let us have the flow of A2 का star speak Hindi too. I can say a little bit Hindi because there are so many people from South also that does not know Hindi at all. So for them to understand, for North Indians, for West Indians, for North Indians, they know English also, but not that up to the mark. But they can understand what I want to say. Okay. So no, I'm not viewing the live chats. Going back to the main topics. Okay, so what will be the flow of Bootstrap? What we are going to cover? So Bootstrap we will be okay. So there, so I can say we will have the Bootstrap Basics, Bootstrap Grid System, Bootstrap Classes, and Bootstrap Components. After that, we will okay. So with the help of Bootstrap, you will be able to do two things very clearly. Okay, Bootstrap से आप दो काम बहुत अच्छे से कर सकते हो. Okay, so you can make any website very fast, very quick for the preset designs what you can see here. Okay, so in case you want your buttons like that, just copy paste, you will get the buttons like that. But okay, so in case you want your outlines button like that, just copy paste. Use with the help of grid, class, and container, you can make a very quick or fast web page. So that will help to save a lot of time. But after that, you need to have custom designs also. What are custom designs? Suppose if someone come to you that I want this kind of my page, I have a sample page, so you need to take the reference of this page and prepare the page like that. So for this you need to write CSS. So because in case you have some preset designs, you can prepare that with the help of Bootstrap, with the help of grid, class and container. But when someone is coming for custom designs, you need to have, you need to prepare separate thing for him. Now let's include the Bootstrap files in our project. Okay, so there are two ways in which you can include the Bootstrap. Okay, so first one is the CDN, and the second one is download and attach it. Okay, so what is CDN? CDN, the full form of CDN is Content Delivery Network. Okay, so this is a way in which you can add or you can include Bootstrap. So this is an interview question, my dear friend. In how many ways you can include Bootstrap? So there are two ways: CDN and second one is downloading. So what is the full form CDN? CDN is Content Delivery Network. So So it comes from CDN server. There is a server, okay, and it load very fast compared to normal servers. And I can say so it works very fast, attached very fast, load on your website very fast, and also make your website run very fast. Why? Because it is already a very fast server, so it makes everything very fast. But second thing is downloading and attach. Downloading and attaching. Okay, downloading and attaching entirely depends on your system or on your machine. How fast it works. Now let us start. Okay, with the CDN kind of thing. That how will we using with this. Okay, so in this Bootstrap official web page, okay, if you see here, okay, create a new index HTML. Okay, this is something. Okay, now if you see here, okay, these are the CDN links. Okay, so but either you can have separate links for CSS or JS, or you can see they have given they have given a simple doc type HTML. So just okay, sorry, copy it and paste it. Now we already have a hello world here, but we will replace it with welcome to Bootstrap. Okay. Now if you see here, one second. Okay. Now if you see here, 1 minute. Okay, now let us understand what is there. Okay, so we have a doctor HTML. You all know what is doctor HTML. This is a HTML tag, and entire thing will be inside HTML tag. So we have a lang with the language as en means English, and we have a head tag. Inside the head tag, we have the meta tag. Okay, now if you see here, this meta tag, okay, this meta tag, let me make it full screen. This meta tag which contains the name as viewport content width, device width, initials, scale equals to 1. This makes your web page responsive. Okay, so this is the most important thing which is there to make your page responsive. Okay, no. Okay. Um, okay, now if you see here, we have where is the page? Okay. Now if you see here, we have separate links also for CSS and JS. If you see here, we already have included min dot bootstrap dot min dot cs. Okay, so let us see here. Okay, so we already have link the css file. You can see bootstrap dot min dot cs. Okay, and in the script tag we already have included bootstrap.bundle.min.js. So these are the libraries which we need to include to make our web page responsive. These are basically the CDN servers. If you read the complete link, you have https://cdn.js deliver. So this thing is called as the CDN servers, which loads very fast, react very fast, make your web page responsive, and load very fast. Now, after that, no. Now let us have a view on the page, which is called as jsdeliver.com. One second. jsdelibr.com. What is the JS Deliver? So jsdeliver.com is again a free CDN for open source. Okay. So it provides free CDN to GitHub, WordPress, and all these companies. So if you open this, okay, what you will find, it provides free CDN to open source softwares, and Bootstrap is also a open source. So JS Deliver has been provided to Bootstrap also. Now, so Bootstrap uses this CDN. Okay, this is the CDN server. Now let us go back. Now, if you see here, we have two files. Okay, the CSS file and the JavaScript file. Now, if you see here, by default, when we just copy paste it, CSS and JavaScript both are included here. Now someone is asking why color is not coming. Now let me show you the color. So where's the button? One second. Component. The buttons. See, what I did, I just simply copy paste, and you can see a button is created with the color and a font, which is very similar to the button. See, nothing I did, everything happened by default, automatic. So if you want to see all buttons, see, See, every button we have created simply a copy paste kind of thing. So I hope महीन जी आपको जवाब मिल गया होगा कि अभी क्या हुआ. कॉपी पेस्ट किया and every button color have came simply after the after the addition or after the inclusion of Bootstrap in our index.html. So that is how the magic starts. And one more thing, the day one attendance form has been shared in your live YouTube chat. You all are requested to please fill it. This particular thing we will be sharing only in live YouTube chat only. So please don't ask again and again on in WhatsApp. And one more thing, there will be separate attendance form for all the days. So you need to fill all the four attendance form for all the 4 days to get the certificate. Certificate will be free of cost and it will be sent on your mail IDs on Sunday after the completion of the course. Yes, sir, got it. But which is the best way to use download? I will come on that also, my dear friend. I will tell. I will tell. I will tell. And if in case you have noticed my words, I told you that CDN server is fast. Fast means it loads very fast. It makes your web page run fast. So what if I don't use Insta and LinkedIn? Insta and LinkedIn. Okay, I will reply to you. Okay, leave it blank. Or type it. Okay. So these are mandatory fields. So you can type that I don't carry. Okay, you need to write something. You can write no, nothing, I don't have like that. Okay, so now 1 minute. Now this is the first day. Now let us do one thing. No. Okay. Now let us see the second method. Okay. 1 second. Let me create it and save it. Okay, now let us see the second method. What is the second method? Second method is to download it and attach it. So they have given us the file also to download. Where is the download file? In the introduction part. कहाँ गया भाई download? Okay, sorry, download. So just see, if you see here, we have compiled JavaScript and CSS. So compiled and minified CSS bundles here. So in case you are looking for separate CSS and JavaScript, you can go for separate kind of things. Or in case you are looking for combined, so you can go for combined after clicking the what this download button. Now here if you see, we have a CDN via JS deliver which we have already seen, and there is a site which is called as a popper. Not popper. Okay, so this popper is again used for tooltip and pop our positioning engine. Okay, so either you can use separate, or I recommend the best way is to simply click on the combined one. So we use this button for downloading and you can see it will get downloaded. Just double click, and what you need to do, copy these things, control C in your folder what we have created here. Just control V. 1 second. Okay, so if you see here, we have our CSS and JS folders here. Now, if you double click on this, you can see so many files here. Okay, so you can see so many files here. Now, what is the use of so many files? Okay, we will only be using only two files. Okay, what we have seen here, the file name are simple. What is the file name? Bootstrap.min.css is a CSS file, and bootstrap.bundle.min.js. Now let me do one thing. Let me control A, delete it. Going back to the basic thing, bootstrap, and here let us use the link tag, save it, and here in the top h1, welcome to bootstrap, and in the top, in the bottom, script tag, and here what we will do, we will link both the files. Okay, so here in this what we will do, cs, we have bootstrap dot min dot css, and here we have js dot bootstrap dot bundle dot min dot js. These are the files. Now, in order to check that these particular files, or I can say css or javascript, have included here or not, let us copy the buttons here. They are the buttons. So just copy it. If you click on this particular thing, entire set of all buttons gets copied. So let's paste it. Okay, so let us go live again, and you can see that all buttons have included with the set of styles. So this shows that कहाँ गया? Okay, so this shows what, that you have successfully included the bootstrap with the help of second step. Okay, so whenever you work with bootstrap, before doing anything, you need to check that it has been included properly or not. So with the help of this second method also, we have checked that it has been included properly. Now let us have some discussion on the downloading part also. So here in this downloading part, if you see here, we have the CDNs, and one more thing. Okay, so see this compiled bootstrap. So what we are talking of, this compiled bootstrap, the compiled bootstrap is this download button. Okay, so this compiled bootstrap will contains each and every files, but we need to work only on the main files. Now, if you see this CSS file, what this CSS file contain, the bootstrap.css contains the layout. Layout is the grid system, the content, the components, and the utilities. The content and utilities comes under classes, and content and utilities comes under classes, and components are separate thing. So here if you see, There is a bootstrap.rtl.min.css. Bootstrap.rtl means right to left. So the languages which you write from right to left, Urdu or Arabic, so they prefer this kind of they prefer this kind of thing to attach bootstrap.rtl.min.css, where they write the language from right to left. And for normal languages which writes from left to right, we use bootstrap.css or bootstrap.min.css. Now if you see here, bootstrap.grid.css, for only for grid system you need to use it, but we need to use the entire thing means we need to use grid also, we need to use classes also, and we need to use components also. So that is why we are using this particular thing. Now after that, uh, similarly we have, okay, so similarly we have for the JS also, so we will be using this particular thing. Okay, so after this thing, so by now we have checked the both ways in which we can attach or how to download Bootstrap, how to include Bootstrap. Now, okay, so let's finish here only. Tomorrow we will see some discussions and we will start with the Bootstrap Grid. So by now, I hope you all have filled the attendance form also, and you can also join our WhatsApp group. Okay, one thing very important. Hmm? So you can join the WhatsApp group also. Those who are not on the WhatsApp, please click on the link, join the WhatsApp group, because we are sharing so many things on WhatsApp. What is coming in this week, what is coming in Saturday, we have something special on Wednesdays, on Saturdays. So we are seeing that thing also. So please join the WhatsApp group and see you tomorrow again at 4 p.m. with Bootstrap.